This is the beginning of a new day.
This is the beginning of a new day.
God has given me this day to use as I will.
I can waste it.
I can waste it.
I can waste it or use it for good.
What I do today is important.
What I do today is important.
As I am exchanging a day of my life for it.
When tomorrow comes,
this day will be gone. Forever.
This day will be gone forever.
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 Leaving something in its place. I have traded for it.
I want it to be gain, not loss.
Good.
Good.
Good, not evil.
success.
Success, not failure.
In order that I shall not forget.
In order that I shall not forget the price
I paid for it.
Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve and 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 DC.
Morgan, Tuscaloosa bound, Bryant Denny Stadium, first concert in over 40 years. Well, this is going to be incredible. A week from Saturday night. We got A-Day, Saturday afternoon on the 11th, and then the following Saturday is the 18th, and Morgan Wallen and Ella Langley are on the field at Bryant Denny Stadium for a big concert. Ella Langley released a religious song for Easter, actually on Easter Sunday, called Because He Lives. That's a classic. That's a hymn. That's a classic right there.
It is a classic. Yes,
and
it is.
She shared a video, actually, of herself singing the song, all about her faith on Easter Sunday. And then listen to this. How would you like to go to church in Nashville, I guess? Yeah, it would be. And in the choir is Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood gave a surprise performance at her local church where she sings in the choir.
What would surprise most people is how many of the artists in just about all genres got their start singing in a church choir.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them.
A lot.
A lot. Jimmy Carter coming up from Nashville in just a moment. We'll find out what's trending hot. Real quick, I want to mention this. People are speculating on the face bag this morning over in the Northport area around County High. Anyone else hear the loud boom a little while ago? We're trying to figure out what it was. Way too loud to be gunshots. The dogs in all the neighborhoods are barking like crazy. Nobody seems to know what caused the loud boom 20 to 30 minutes ago over around the Northport County High area. Well, who knows? It could have been Artemis maybe backfired. Who knows? I mean, who knows what's going on these days when you hear a loud boom? It could be a variety of things, couldn't it?
There's all sorts of things. Everything from an aircraft to the garbage truck.
Yeah, well, usually that, especially this early in the morning. But a lot of concern about what it was. A lot of speculation, of course, by the keyboard warriors out there. So if we find out or can figure it out, we will pass it along and let you know. I promise. Well, I hope everybody had a great Easter. Yesterday was, I had a day off yesterday, and I was on assignment, Don. Yeah, that's right. I was on assignment. But good to be back today. Hope it was a great Easter for you. and yours, and I'm sure that it was. And, of course, I hope that you found the golden egg. Let's take it to Nashville, find out what is trending hot. Here he comes, the world's greatest entertainment reporter. Jimmy, was your Easter a nice one, my friend?
It was quiet and nice, and everything was good about it.
Good.
You've got me off course now on this loud boom.
Yeah.
One time, I was where I wasn't supposed to be at about 5 o'clock in the morning. I was with somebody I was single, but I still wasn't where I was supposed to be at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm there, and we're talking, and all of a sudden, the building shakes. My life passed before me. I saw that headline in the sky that said, "Judge's son killed in mafia hit."
Because your daddy was a judge.
Yeah, and I could just see that was going to be the headline because the building did shake. What it was is the thing had come to get the Dempsey dumpster.
Yeah.
Remember Dempsey dumpster?
I sure do.
And it fell off the truck. And it was one of those huge ones, so it rocked the building when it hit the ground.
So Hartley was close when he speculated it could have been a garbage truck. And
I'm just saying it has happened to me.
Yeah.
But, yes, it could be a boom. It could be somebody in the mining world blasting. It could be all kinds of stuff.
In your case, on that particular morning at 5 a.m., and you were with us wherever you weren't supposed to be or shouldn't have been, it could have been the good Lord trying to get your attention.
Oh, it was. He got my attention. That was what you call a hoochie alert. He got that one really quickly.
Hoochie alert.
Morgan Wallen. Have you looked at some of these resale prices for the show in Tuscaloosa?
They're outrageous.
$2,586 to be in Section 3 on the front row.
Yeah.
And then to even be in the cheap seats. I mean, it's $300 and $400 to be way up high.
That's right. It is. And you know what? Then try to get a place to stay overnight. That particular
you got
night.
Park and do all that. So I'm just telling you, I need a loan to be able to.
It's an investment. Yeah, that's right.
It is an investment. Ella Langley will be there. She is the hottest singer in country music at the moment.
In more ways than one.
5 weeks now.
Yeah.
This is the 5th week for Choosing Texas at number 1. Her album comes out Friday, Dandelion. She's just got a lot going on right now and seems to be handling it real well. I think you just talked a little bit about Carrie and her faith. Is that what you were talking about?
Yes, she sang in the church choir on Sunday, Easter Sunday, and just blew everybody away.
And she said in the Christian Post newspaper, you don't have to sell your soul to be in the entertainment industry. You're going to have to stand strong in your faith. Remember who got you here because it wasn't you. Remember where your gifts come from because it's not from you.
I like that.
That's real good.
Makes me like her even more.
Strong lady. Now,
American Idol this year did a whole faith night the other week. Where
they did, and she said she was very proud of ABC for doing that.
Yeah.
Because that was a little out of character for the
sure
network
was.
to do.
Yeah.
There's a movie coming. We don't know really much of anything about it, but it's from Judd Apatow. It is a country music comedy. It stars Glenn Powell. It will be out February of next year, so 10, 11, 12 months away. This is the same guy that did The Legend of Ron Burgundy, Anchorman.
Oh, good.
He also did Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Now, he has had some misfires, no doubt about that. But when he hits, he hits. The 40-Year-Old Virgin was one of his. And some of these other ones, so we'll see what they do.
A country music comedy that's a movie. That'll be good.
It's a big-time movie.
Okay.
Lucas Nelson and Ernest are already working on the music.
Oh, Willie's Boys, right?
Yeah, Willie's Boy, and comedy focusing on the country genre. So we'll see. I don't know any more about it than that, but that's pretty crazy.
We'll either love it, it'll be really funny, or we'll hate it. It'll be a big dud.
Yeah, there won't be any room in between.
No, I don't think so.
A goblin turkey, or it's going to be something really good.
That's right.
And the FBI, I don't think I've ever done this story before. The Nashville division of the FBI said that more than 500 country fans have lost $12 million in romance scams. And it's warning the public about several other fraud schemes targeting the music industry and its fans.
Well, what is that all about?
Different things. The internet's crazy. It's the Wild West.
It is.
And romance scams are obviously what they do is they find somebody that they see on TikTok or one of them, and just say, and then start a relationship up with them. And it could be a celebrity, it could be a highly successful or attractive individual, whatever, manipulates the victims into falling in love and forfeiting their funds.
And it's not really the celebrity you think you're dealing with.
Absolutely not. It's not.
Yeah.
People over the age of 60 accounted for nearly 60% of the reported claims. And it's crazy number. 527 complaints equaling $12,287,000.
Be careful. Don't believe anything you see on the internet. That's my new policy.
To be about that way, isn't it? I mean, particularly if,
AI,
Tom Cruise says, God, you sound so nice.
Yeah.
And you look so great.
Yeah.
Can I borrow $1,000 before I'm over? Something like that. It's people. I mean, people are good in their hearts. They really are.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, they're too good. The brain ain't working when the heart's working.
Well, that's true. The heart overtakes, or some other part of the anatomy overtakes the brain. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, the heart. Everything overtakes the brain.
And as Jimmy, as DC often says, be careful. It could be that A1. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for that A1. Jimmy Carter, thank you as always. We are all caught up.
Steve and DC, mornings on 95.3 The Bear.
Oh, the HR director just loves our humor. Loves it. Good morning, everybody. 6:49. Good morning, partner.
Good Monday morning. Tuesday morning.
It's a Tuesday morning, DC.
Tuesday
Don't
morning,
dare say that. Tuesday, April 7th. And good morning to Dr. Britt Tidwell from Complete Health and Wellness. Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Liked a black scrub suit this morning. You're rocking.
That's right.
Different.
Looking
We
sharp.
want a little Johnny Cash this morning.
The doctor in black's what it is. You got a busy day today and a good opportunity for folks listening maybe to get out and meet some of your team and your staff. Got a health and wellness fair going on at Shelton State today, don't we?
We do. Smoking hot. Dr. Cheryl. We got a crew that's going to be down there.
Is that why you're decked out in the black scrubs today?
Well, we're kind of making a little bit of a change, and actually today is the first day we've made the change.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I like it to the black scrubs.
Looks good.
Well, tell us a little bit about the health and wellness fair going on today. I know it's 9 to 1 at the Martin campus of Shelton State.
That's right. And, there's going to be a lot of vendors down there. Go down there and check everybody out.
And get healthy. And good opportunity also to talk about the stuff you hear us talking about with Doc here. You heard him say smoking hot, and others will be stationed down there today to answer your questions and talk to you. So it'd be a good day to go by and meet them, wouldn't it?
That's right.
They are ready to go. Today, 9 to 1, Martin Campus Atrium, the 2026 Health and Wellness Fair, featuring many, including our friends from Complete Health and Wellness.
I feel like we've been in there before. That's where we do
that's right.
That other deal every year for the kids. Yeah.
Like the WOW deal.
Yes.
Beautiful place. Doc, one of the first things, and I had put this in the save for Dr. T file for your house call that you make on Tuesday mornings with us. Our friend RFK Jr., who I know you have a lot of respect for, and so do we, a lot of other people, says that right now in this country, the chronic illness that needs to be front and center is diabetes.
Absolutely.
He says 38 million of us are now battling diabetes, and a lot of people have it and don't even know it.
Absolutely. I mean, I was actually talking to a guy this past week, and he was adamant that he didn't have diabetes.
Oh.
And I said, well, put your money where your mouth is. Come in. I'll tell you what I'll do. I said, we're going to run one test on you, and if you're in normal limits, and I'll tell you the normal limits before we do it. And if you're in normal, I'll pay for it. If you're not, you pay for it.
That's pretty good.
And then you got to listen to us to fix it.
That's a fair deal.
And he has not shown up, does not want to show up because I think he knows that he is a diabetic, and he has diabetes. And so he...
well, it's not good to ignore.
Well, this is the thing. He said, I go to my doctor all the time and my blood works fine.
Well, no, it's not.
Guess what?
No, it's not.
They don't run everything that you need.
That's right.
I promise you. We find people every single day that says, I mean, we have people that come in and says, they'll come in, they'll have, literally, this is the exact example that came in my office 3 weeks ago. Guy came in, he had sores on his legs that would not heal properly, okay?
Yeah.
Took a long time to heal. They were swollen. They were red. They were glistening with shiny because they were so tight. You know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen it.
Yeah.
And at this point, he had numbness, tingling, just I mean, every sign of neuropathy, okay? And literally his wife, when I asked him, does he have neuropathy? Oh, no, he does not have neuropathy. We did a neurological exam on him, and he scored, it's a Toronto exam, anything that's above 12 is severe neuropathy. This guy scored 28.
Good Lord.
Okay, and we're not even talking about, I mean, he was over double.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everything that I was explaining to him, she said, you know what? This is the first doctor's visit I've ever been to that everything, she said, the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. And I said, thank you. Guy is now, he's treating with us. And, it's he's doing very well. I mean, all that redness in all of his legs are starting to go away. He'll be back to normal.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Now, does that include the sugar test that they do?
Yeah. But see, this is the thing. Most people, they just do an A1C.
Yeah.
You must do a fasting insulin test.
Okay.
And most doctors do not do a fasting insulin test.
I was going to say, when's the last time your doctor asked for that?
Well, I'm trying to think because I get a diabetic exam, at least yearly.
Okay.
And but I don't think they've ever asked me to do a fasting insulin test.
They're just doing A1C.
Yeah, they check my sugar count and tell me what
I tell you what, if you're not doing a fasting insulin test, tell your doctor you would like to have that done. If they won't do it, come down, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And let's see what it is. You should be below 10.
This is big info.
When we come to see you, we don't have to sit there and say, and would you check this, and would you check that, and would you check the other? Because when you do the blood work, the initial blood work, man, y'all do a comprehensive
review.
Well,
the thing is, we know what to do. Yeah. It's kind of like this isn't Chat GDP. You talk to the computer there and then you go, hey, this is, we know what you need, okay? And by the way, the guy that I was telling you about, they said he wasn't, we did the fasting insulin test on it. Remember, you need to be below 10. The guy was 38.
Wow.
Yeah.
That will kill you. That will kill you.
That will kill you. Just give it time. It'll kill you.
Yeah.
And see, the other thing
lost
is
a couple of legs to amputation.
In the United States, Google this if y'all like to, if you don't believe me, but everywhere but the United States, Europe, all over there's not a lot of things. I mean, there's some things I don't agree with Europe, but there's a lot of things I do. They keep stuff out of their foods, all this.
They
okay,
do.
So they do a much better job than we do on all that because they don't have big pharma.
No, and they're less concerned. Honestly, they really put safety above money.
Yes.
And here we put money above safety.
That's
absolutely.
Bottom line.
But anyway, over anywhere but the United States, you know what Alzheimer's is called? Stage 3 diabetes.
Really?
Yes.
I'd never heard that.
Yes. No. Look it up.
Stage 3 diabetes.
Yeah. Stage 3 is called Alzheimer's over there. Okay.
Wow.
That's what they call it. And I'm telling you guys, diabetes is rampant because what is everybody hooked on in America? Sugar. Okay.
So addictive.
Okay. Another thing is, y'all know what? Pretty much it is the leading cause of death if you'll look at it in the proper way in America for death is inflammation. 3 out of 5 people in America die from inflammation.
And nothing feeds inflammation more than sugar.
Sugar, that's right. It's the number one thing.
It's like putting gas on a fire.
Well,
if you put sugar on inflammation, it just grows and grows and grows.
Oh, yeah, it's rampant.
It's food for it.
Well, let's talk about what is inflammation, okay? Because a lot of people go, I didn't realize that. Cardiovascular disease is inflammation, okay?
Yep.
Because you get enough inflammation in your body, something's going to set up, and this is the things that set up. Cardiovascular disease, neurological disease, autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis, cancer, lupus, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome.
All disease.
All of that is caused by inflammation, guys.
So
so the thing is, I'm not saying we're gonna cure any of these, but I promise you, what we'll do is we will decrease your inflammation, and we'll show you by blood work that we will. And when we do, all of those other problems start miraculously getting better.
Yes. So when we come to see you and we get the blood work done and it's comprehensive and you break everything down from diabetes and on, how you tell us then with that test if we have inflammation and how to treat it? How do we know if we have an inflammation issue?
First of all, we're going to do blood work.
Yeah.
Then we have a cellular inflammation test. To my knowledge, we're the only clinic that I know of in Alabama that does cellular inflammation test.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing is, the average person's got between 50 and 70 trillion cells in their body. If the cell membrane is inflamed, the proper stuff cannot get in the cell, nor can it get out. And guess what happens in the cell? ATP's made. That's where your energy's made and all that. And if people go, we had a lady literally this week came in. She said, I just feel like crud. And I said, I bet you got chronic inflammation. She said, oh, no. I eat healthy and all. Guess what? She did the test. Bam, chronic inflammation.
She did have.
Yeah. And it's, there's so many people that, they don't understand, chronic inflammation comes so many different ways. It does come from what we eat.
Yes.
Yeah, but it also, guess what? We have pollutants in the air. You know what? The number one place we get it is at our sink where we get ready in the morning.
Yes.
All of that stuff that's sitting in front of you has got toxins like crazy in it.
Yes.
And you need to get rid of it.
And I'm reading a couple of medical articles right here that say inflammation, the cause of the majority of disease.
Yes.
Cancer, everything you mentioned, cardiovascular, autoimmune, all of that comes from inflammation.
Well, the root cause of inflammation is sugar.
There you go.
Yep.
We are hooked on sugar in the United States. There's literally labs, guys, billion-dollar labs that do nothing that test. You remember, I've talked about it many times, the T1Z receptor on the back of the tongue. They just want to know what triggers it, which releases dopamine. And guess what triggers it? It's sugar.
Yeah. You want to know what the signs are you have inflammation? Number one, when you have redness, increased blood flow to affected areas make it appear red.
Just like the guy's telling you it's got neuropathy.
Yeah, his legs.
Heat, increased blood supply makes the skin feel warm to the touch.
Absolutely. The same that this guy had.
Swelling. Fluid, white blood cells and other cells accumulate in the tissue, causing edema.
Absolutely.
Swelling, pain, of course, would be a sign of inflammation.
Absolutely.
And loss of function, inability to use affected body parts normally.
Yes. Neuropathy. I'm telling you, neuropathy is all over that.
Yep.
And we're the only people in town that I know of that successfully can get people in the right direction. Now, on the same token, they have to participate. If you come in and don't want to participate, we do not accept you as a patient.
It takes two to tango.
It takes two. If you're going to come in and want us to fix you, but you want to go to McDonald's and eat 2 Big Macs, 2 orders of fries, 2 milkshakes, and then go and eat an apple pie with some ice cream, it's not going to work.
Last time I felt like this, I was in church, and the preacher was preaching on gluttony.
It's kind of stepping on those old toes.
Suddenly, I stopped looking Dr. T in the eye this morning when he did that and started looking down. Did you notice that? You keep talking, my head will start spinning around.
Well, the thing is everybody has to participate in your own health. And we only take a limited amount of people for our neuropathy program.
There are only 24 hours in the day.
Yeah, we only take 6 patients a month.
Is that right?
That's it.
You've never revealed that before, but you can only...
That is it. We have a limited amount of space available.
And I know also you want to do right by the ones you do take. And
that's why we won't take but 6 a month.
You could take 100, but no,
we will not. Literally, we only take 6 patients a month because there's certain pieces of equipment we use and we don't have, but that's all the space we have to keep everybody in there and not allowing somebody to be able to use the piece of equipment they need to use.
And for people to get the treatment that you need.
That's right. And it's, so we only take 6 months. It's a limited program, and I've literally turned a lot of people away from it.
Well, you're talking to a lot of us this morning, and a lot of people listening, I know right now that thought, wait, sounds like me, or that could be me. It starts with an appointment and a blood test, and I just got back on the wagon, so to speak, with getting a blood test scheduled for some point this week with you guys.
Well, we got a new machine coming. It'll be here probably in about a week. And a lot of people may have seen this on the internet, and we have part of it already at the office. We're adding the other part, but it's basically where, you've seen probably some stuff on the internet talking about basically an oil change, but with your blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's called an EBOO. And we're going to be the only person around this part of the country with an EBOO machine.
Write that down.
And EBOO. Look it up. It's really cool.
EBOO.
Yeah, EBOO. And like I said, we've already got
oil change for your body.
Right. We've had one piece of the equipment for about 3 years and decided to go ahead and take the step because this is not cheap equipment, guys. And The equipment is very expensive, and we keep, doing the things to keep improving.
And this is just one example. You spare no expense. You're like Trump building a ballroom.
That's right.
You're going to make sure
we
it's
want
right.
It gold.
You want it.
We want gold.
Lots of gold.
That's
in
right.
there.
You ever notice Trump? Everything's gold.
It is. He likes gold, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Solid gold.
That's right.
There really is some level of, I think, simplicity in this. Once you get in and you see these things, then you know what to avoid and what, like you always say, what you're putting in your pie hole.
That's right. But this way, we've always heard this in our life. We are what we eat, but we don't understand it. I mean, the bottom line is you're either going to pay for your health one way or the other.
Yeah.
You're either going to pay for it via medicine or you're going to pay for it via food or the things to get you where you need to be.
Yes.
You're paying for it one way or the other. So forget about it and do the right things.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and tell you, man, Smoking Hot and I, we started off the year. We did a fast. We have actually, we're changing up a lot of things that we're doing. I mean, it's like this. We live what we preach, but we can always do better. And so we have changed up some stuff to even do better.
How do you feel?
And when you described the person earlier that came in and said, I feel like crud, there are people going to work right now, just waking up listening to us that just feel like crud.
Yeah.
And you got a good night's sleep. And so what is it? Why do you feel like crud? It's not because you're getting older. You don't have to feel like, you're not supposed to feel like crud.
No. Just because you're getting older, if your doctor says, oh, you're getting older, you need to feel this way, you're going to the wrong doctor.
Yes.
And I like that. And don't even get us started on hormones and what the testosterone or estrogen levels can do and how that can impact every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
And Doc tackles that head on too. Alabama's Body Rejuvenation Center. Some say it better than others.
Easy for you to say.
Complete health and wellness. In case you're wondering, how do I get in to see the doc or his team? What's the best way to do that, Doctor?
205-343-7743. Complete-healthandwellness.com. And guys, we got a lot of new stuff coming here over the rest of this month.
The pelvic chair is coming, isn't it?
We've already got it.
Okay.
And man, it is rocking. I'm going to tell you something. Quick deal.
Pelvic chair.
We have I'm not going to tell who it is, but if you come in, we'll tell you who it is. We'll actually let her talk to you. We have someone that works at the office that has had some problems for about 2 years. Okay. And not good problems. And she has been literally to Birmingham, to Tuscaloosa. She's gone and had high antibiotics pumped into her. I mean, for the last 2+ years, the works. Nothing. Matter of fact, she had an appointment next month because to get the appointment back where she was going to go in Birmingham it's either end of this month or first of next month.
Okay.
It's in the next few weeks. Guys, she's been in the pelvic chair 6 visits, and as of yesterday, she said she was 50% better.
Wow.
And I'm talking about with a lot of stuff that matters.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
If you can't sleep through that, we got one lady on it right now. She said, I can't get a good sleep because I wake up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom. Guess what? She just started yesterday, and we will turn that lady's life around.
Wow.
The part about it is she can't get healthy because her body wants you have to sleep a good night's sleep, get into the delta sleep so your body will heal.
Yes.
Well, her body can't heal if you're waking up every 2 hours.
Exactly.
Then she says when she's up for a little while and then goes back to sleep, gets about 2 hours and back up again.
That's no good.
It's 4 to 6 times a night.
No good.
Wow.
Yeah. She's never in a deep, restful sleep.
No.
And your body needs it. And plus, we mentioned the pelvic chair, and then they're coming soon, ready to go, the hyperbaric chamber.
We got a brand new hyperbaric chamber coming in. It is shipped, has not made it yet. Hoping I get a call any day that says, hey, the truck is on its way.
Yeah. And
we'll let you know, of course.
We don't have time for it this week, but next week, I've got to ask you about this study out today. What you put in the pie hole can transform a lame love life.
Oh, buddy, yes.
Circle that for
this
next
way,
week.
if you have inflammation and then your prostate gets inflamed,
woo!
Hello, let's just go right there.
Come on.
Hello.
Yeah, do you think it's going to work real good?
No.
It's going to be not so good.
Yes, lights out.
Let's get the inflammation going out of that. And guess what?
things get revved up.
It's Alabama's Body Rejuvenation Center. It's complete health and wellness, and it's Dr. Brent Tidwell and his team. And today, if you're blessed to be in the Tuscaloosa area, Shelton State, right there in the atrium from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Health and Wellness Fair that will feature our friends from Complete Health and Wellness, smoking hot, and the crew will be out there ready to greet you and answer questions, so take advantage of that. Doc, you've done it again, man. Eye-opening every time we visit.
Great stuff.
Hey, it's real. You know, that's the thing is we're real. We're not fake. We're not fake news.
No, and
there's too much of that out there this day. And I promise you, the fake news has covered most of this up for all these years.
Oh, yeah.
Going out there and covering up all of this mess, and it's covering up all these food companies putting poisons in our food and everything else, man. It's killing us.
Killing us. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate you. God bless your heart. Dr. Brent Tidwell, everybody. DC, I don't know if it affected you in your neighborhood or not.
Yeah.
Or maybe the doctor this morning, but we had reports of a very loud boom. It's been about an hour ago now. It was just after 6.
Now, I always check Hunt Oil when we have a loud boom.
This was Northport in the vicinity of County High. People reporting the loud sound. It woke some people up. They said dogs in the neighborhoods were barking like crazy. They have no idea what it was, but a lot of people online are wondering what it was.
What was that boom? I mean, honestly, the first thing I always think about is Hunt Oil because they have some loud booms over there.
Well, that's probably a good idea. Or maybe Artemis backfired. Who knows? That's right. Mean, we got the spaceship up there. So
maybe doing a flyover.
Stay tuned. We'll let you know.
The Stephen DC Morning Show, 95.3 The Fan.
We'll go phone shamming here in just a minute. I see breaking this morning, Iran's supreme leader. Now, he's the gay son of the Ayatollah, and I'm sure that went over like a lead balloon in Iran.
Yes.
They basically throw gay people off the tops of buildings.
Ayatollah, how about Ayatollah?
They let him survive, but this says Iran's supreme leader unconscious and unable to be involved in any decision making. Fine supreme leader.
Well, this morning they were saying he released a statement about something.
Let's do what that means. He has an auto pen.
Some fake news there.
Yeah, somebody is releasing a statement and is signing his name to it. Auto pen. But he is, I guess, on paper, the supreme leader, but rumored to be unconscious. This is being reported as breaking news by the New York Post just a few minutes ago.
Well,
now tonight, you know what happens? 7 o'clock our time, 8 o'clock Eastern. That is President Donald J. Trump's deadline that unless they have come up with some sort of settlement proposal, whatever you want to call it, that he agrees with, and that's what he said. He said, I have to agree with this. Unless they've come up with that, he said they're going to destroy every bridge, every power structure plant in Iran. He said basically it's the Stone Ages for Japan if they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Iran, you mean?
I said Japan. For Iran by 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. So it's getting crazy.
So it's a big day. It's also a big day for you because you can win a trip to Panama City Beach, Florida. We are your Panama City Beach vacation giveaway radio station.
Yes.
Call us right now, 205-339-4953. And by the way, when you get through today to do this, not only can you get on this very short list, we'll give it away on Friday morning. Today, you get VIP Death by Chocolate tickets.
Which is a nice bonus, man. That Death by Chocolate. And if you have the VIP tickets, you get to try everything.
Yeah, and you do it like 30 minutes before everybody else gets in.
And they've doubled the size of everything. More vendors than they've ever had. They usually had about 12. Now they've got 24 vendors. A bigger, what do they call that? I call it the salty food, but the savory. A bigger savory table than they've ever had.
And it all benefits West Alabama Counseling. It'll be at Bryant Conference Center on Sunday afternoon after 8 a.m. on Saturday. VIP tickets for you. And it's, you know what I love about the Stephen DC show? We just spent, 10 minutes with Dr. Tidwell talking about sugar and what we put in our pie hole. And now we're giving away Death by Chocolate.
No, we're going to say that. But if you eat the dark chocolate, that's better for you.
I like the way you think. All right, who do we go to? Who was first? Christy, I believe, was first. Let's find out. Hi, Christy. Good morning. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
What you doing?
Driving to work.
Where do you work, Miss Christy?
I work at the hospital in Northport, Alabama.
Well, we appreciate you and all you do. Yeah. All right. PCB vacation qualifying time. By the way, you've already won VIP Death by Chocolate tickets. That event is Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
Make sure you skip breakfast and lunch and hit that thing about 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. They'll treat you like a VIP, and you will eat some amazing chocolate, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.
How quick are you feeling today? You sound like you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Well, I've had a little bit of coffee, so I'm rolling.
Very good.
This is good.
We're all rolling, and I'm going to be here to help you as your lifeline this morning. DC, what do you got for us?
So you and Steve Shannon are working together to answer quick, okay?
Oh, I love this. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
How does this work?
Well, there's only 5 cards to get through, 5 categories here to get through. In 60 seconds. That's plenty of time.
All right.
Plenty of time. So you guys just work together and be as quick like little bunnies.
All right. We put our heads together. Quick. We got 1 minute. Come on.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
3 Olympic sports that are not a sport right now, but should be. 3 Olympic sports that should be.
Horseshoes.
Rock,
paper, scissors.
Yes, that'd be good.
And
shooting something. Yes. 3 things you will find in the ocean. That's easy.
Sharks,
octopus,
fish, and an octopus.
Yes. 3 great things about a banana.
Easy to
peel.
Potassium, easy to peel, and tastes good.
3 ways to annoy your sibling.
Call them by a nickname.
Say they're picking on me.
They're picking on me.
I'm not touching you.
Hide their toys.
And 3 reasons to shave your head.
You're becoming a monk. You're going bald.
To support a cancer person on chemo.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's 3.
That's 3. All right, well, then you did it.
Wow.
You did it. You got through all 5 in 60 seconds.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. We did it right on time, too, right on top of the buzzer. That was pretty good.
What were those Olympic sports again?
Olympic sports?
Shooting something.
Shooting something, rock, paper, scissors, and horseshoes.
Hey, I'd like to see that.
They got some dumber than that really are Olympic sports.
That's true, yeah.
All right, enjoy Death by Chocolate on Sunday afternoon, Miss Christie, and you're in it to win it. We give away the vacation on Friday morning, all right?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Did we get your email address?
No.
All right, hang on. I'm going to put you on hold. Audio Bob's going to jump on and get your email address because we got to have that for Death by Chocolate, all right? And they'll have your name and everything. That's it. Hey, we're not done either. We're going to do it again in about an hour, okay?
Yes.
About an hour. Death by Chocolate VIP tickets and Panama City Beach vacation in about an hour.
All right.
That is coming up this morning.
Chocolate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Death by Chocolate.
Chocolate. That's how they say it.
That's how they say it.
In Europe.
And by the way, if you want to buy tickets to Death by Chocolate, you could get them. Just do a search on Death by Chocolate, Tuscaloosa.
Exactly.
And everything you need to know will appear.
DBC.
Another famous Stephen DC phone sham call on 95.3 The Bear.
Hendrick Family Practice, this is Carol.
Can I speak with you a moment down there?
Can you what now?
I need to speak with you a moment down there.
What's going on?
Well, I'm checking on something for my husband that I need to ask you about. I saw it on TV, and I thought it might be something that could help him out.
Okay.
I was watching, what is it, the Dr. Oz program? You know who Dr. Oz is?
Oh, yeah.
And he was talking about it, and it sounded like something that Earl could use.
Okay. What's your husband's name?
Earl.
Last name?
O'Rear.
What's last name?
O'Rear. Earl O'Rear.
Now, is he a patient here?
But my friend at work gave me the number to Dr. Hendrick's office.
Now, what type of insurance do you have?
We've got all the Medicaid and Medicare and the Blue Shield and all
we're
that.
we're not accepting any Medicaid right now.
And we've got the Blue Shield and the Obamacare, all of that. Anyway, do y'all put out these Niagara pills?
No.
Y'all don't give those out?
No.
Well, maybe you could tell me something else I could get for Earl.
Well, I think he just needs to check with his own doctor.
I've got a blue shag bath set. I got it from QVC. And I've got it right in front of my commode. And he just makes a mess around that thing. I thought, from what Dr. Oz said on the TV, if I heard it right, if I could get him on that Niagara, he'd stop aiming down and running my blue shag bath set from QVC.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling.
Can you help me with it?
Hendrick Family Practice, this is Carol.
Miss Carol?
Yes.
Your best friend, Tammy Hobbs, asked us to call you.
I don't know Tammy Hobbs.
Let me put it this way. Your former best friend. In another life.
Oh, Tammy Hobbs.
She said you get some terrific phone calls and you handled them very well.
That is why I would not answer.
I knew that. I could tell you were avoiding us. In fact,
very much so.
Didn't you just pick it up and hang up one time?
Actually, that was my doctor's daughter.
Oh, dear
that
God.
picked it up and put it to my face.
Well, listen, we love you, and thank you for having fun with us.
Thank you.
So you can't help me with the Niagara?
No, I cannot help you with Niagara.
All right.
Well, you tell, if Tammy's listening right now, what would you like to say to her?
Oh, I love you, Tammy, but there will be consequences.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
Hey, I got to tell y'all, Saturday night, me and DC and our friend and colleague, Holly Mack, went to a thing called a Serial Killer Speakeasy.
Yes, we did. And, we weren't the only ones in Tuscaloosa. That thing was packed.
It was sold out. And it was pretty good. But they tell the stories of Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, just who am I forgetting? Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy, 4 famous serial killers.
While getting you blitzed.
And they serve a cocktail that goes with each story. Or a mocktail if you want to go that route.
Yes.
And I didn't. I chose not to.
I had to on the third one. I was getting toasted.
A little tipsy.
And I had on the third one, if I wouldn't have, I would have been passed out in the floor.
Yeah. And I bring it up. They traveled the world, actually, these actors, and do this thing. And it was really well done. It was at the Drish House, which I'd not been in a while. And, of course, that place is just beautiful. And has the designation as the most haunted house in Alabama.
Which is if you're going to do a serial killer speakeasy, why not do it in a haunted house?
And it was perfect because it happened to be thundering and lightning while the one was done that we went to, the 8 o'clock show on Saturday night. But I just want to say it was a really a good time and a lot of fun.
Well done, yes.
Well done. Our friend Tommy Muckenfuss was there.
Yeah, I know.
Tommy, if you're listening, shout out to you this morning.
Muckenfuss. He was raised in, from the back row.
Oh, yeah. Hollering and everything else.
But I heard people say, I saw some comments on social media that they tried to get tickets and they couldn't because it was sold out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So we were blessed to get, I think we got tickets early.
Yeah, I did. Very early.
On that deal.
Very, very early.
That was smart.
We also bumped into our buddy Rick Plummer from DCH.
Yes.
And he was there. And somebody walked up from behind and leaned down and whispered in my ear, I see you're into the dark side. And I turned around, it was Rick Plummer.
Well, yes, but it crossed my mind, wait a second. He's at the Serial Killer Speakeasy, and he has access to instruments.
Scalpels and such.
Yeah.
Medical instruments.
All of that stuff.
I wondered if there was a real serial killer in the audience. Because, a lot of movies have started that way.
Well, they do.
Yeah. But they called it Serial Killer Speakeasy because they had a cocktail that went with each of the serial killers as the serial killer stood before us and told their story. It was just, if you like crime drama and all that, like we do, it was just fascinating.
And that fourth one was my favorite of the cocktails.
I forget what serial killers.
Was that the clown killer, or what did they call that thing?
I think it was. They said, was the cherry supposed to be the clown nose?
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy? I think so.
But it was good.
Well, hey, he's not a serial killer. He's a pretty good basketball coach, Nate Oates. Luckily, in the past few weeks, Greg Byrne and them have signed him. Now he's one of the top 5 paid college coaches in America.
Yeah.
To keep him at Alabama. But that's not the story everybody's talking about. The fact that Michigan won the national championship last night, which makes Alabama look better.
It does. Because we were the only ones that hung with them.
Yeah, they beat UConn 69-63 to win the championship. But that's not really the story this morning either. The story this morning is that Coach Oates has announced his engagement to a former Alabama staffer. Her name is Alex, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And she's 30 years old. She's 20 years younger than him. And I say more power to him.
Yeah, way to go, Nate.
But a lot of the keyboard warriors are going crazy. And Don Hartley said some of these people are probably anti-Alabama basketball fans, like maybe Auburn fans or whatever, that are trolls on some of these message boards.
What's their problem with it?
Their problem is that Coach was married. He divorced. He and his wife got a divorce.
Okay.
His wife had been diagnosed with cancer. And so they're going and now he's with someone who is 20 years younger than him. So that kind of is the angle they're taking on the coach.
But what's important in that to me would be the timeline, because,
right.
I mean, when did this happen? Like they make it sound like
the divorce happened several years ago.
Okay. And so it's not like he remarried right out of the chute.
No, well, he's not remarried. He just got engaged, and it was just announced just a few days ago. And she was a former staffer, his new girlfriend, Alex, but she is no longer on the staff, as we understand it.
I mean, what's the appropriate amount of time between a divorce when you have a sick spouse and then remarrying? What's that? What is that?
I think a lot of people were taking issue with the fact that you would divorce your spouse if your spouse has cancer. And look, we don't know the inner workings of the relationship or anything else.
No.
Because frankly, it's none of our business.
And maybe she initiated the divorce. I mean, who knows?
And then there was one report that said it was an amicable divorce.
Okay.
So
do they have kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, if they took care of that, made sure the kids
are like grown, I think.
Yeah. If the kids are well taken care of, then, what business is it of ours?
Right. So anyway, Coach announces his engagement to the former Alabama staffer who had been hired by, what's his name? The basketball, Avery, the basketball coach at Alabama that was there before Nate Oates. So Nate didn't hire the girl he's engaged to, but she was on staff there. But
when he got there.
But is no longer on staff.
Yeah.
But the deal was that she's younger.
Was there some sort of no fraternizing rule around there?
Well, I know you can't date students, but she wasn't a student.
No.
Oates, 51, got divorced from his wife, Crystal, back in 2023. Crystal battled a double-hit lymphoma, a rare affliction.
Yes. Well, if people are going to talk. If it wasn't that, it would be another thing, Yeah. They would find a way to try and make it seem like, and like you said, it's probably Auburn fans.
Yeah. Just trying to, impact recruiting.
Stir it up.
Now that Alabama basketball is a contender, and, this year Auburn certainly was not.
No, they were not.
I mean, I don't know for a fact that it's Auburn fans. Keyboard warriors, will and can say anything. They're anonymous.
Yeah. They can be, and people just like to, and they say things on that dang social media that they wouldn't say to anybody's face.
They wouldn't have the nerve.
No,
right?
No, we're so brave when we're on the keyboard.
So brave when we're anonymous.
Yeah, nobody knows who you are. Well,
exactly right.
I have more respect when you are willing to sign your name to it.
Yeah, I mean, look at Bill Belichick and his girlfriend. She could pass for his granddaughter.
Yeah.
And every time I see them, I say more power to him.
Yeah, that's an age difference right there. That's like a 40-year age difference.
It really is. What do they have in common?
Well, never mind.
I mean, what do they do? What do they sit around and talk about? I don't know. Again, it's none of our business. But it's fun to speculate.
Yeah.
Especially if you've seen Belichick and his girl.
So, Nate's got a lot going on. Signing the new contract, getting engaged. I mean, that's...
You know what I say? Roll Tide.
Yes.
The Stephen D.C. Morning Show, 95.3 The Fan.
We have a Stephen D.C. Low IQ award to give. Goes to a school board member who, I mean, they're stupid and they're stupid. The school board member in Tennessee, thank God it wasn't here, is in trouble after telling, he's the school board member, he tells a female student that they're hot.
What?
During a school board meeting.
Okay, this is a brilliant
His name,
fella.
he is our low IQ person of the day, Keith Irvin.
Keith Urban?
Keith Irvin. E-R-V-I-N, Keith Irvin.
I used to enjoy his music.
Here is the comment by Keith Irvin to the student, along with a reaction from board members and parents.
Nicole's going to be so upset.
Low IQ person of the day, Keith Irvin, from the school board.
God, you're hot. You know that? Where do you go to school at?
I go to Crockett.
All right.
There was a comment meant to be, I guess, complimentary by a board member, but has certainly been determined not to be.
As a member of the school board, he is responsible for our children's health and welfare and safety and education. And the display he put on tells me that he should be nowhere around our children.
All right, listen to him at the very beginning. It was quick, talking to the female student.
God, you're hot. You know that?
God, you're hot.
So what do you think? Is it an overreaction, or is he truly a low IQ person for doing that?
Oh,
what do you
he's
think,
a low
DC?
IQ person.
Low IQ for sure.
I mean, low IQ person.
Low IQ.
Couldn't get much lower,
I would
actually.
agree. That was just really, really stupid to do.
Idiot.
And imagine if you're that young girl, teenage girl's father, and there's a school board member going, you know, talking to your daughter in front of everybody.
Where do you go to school at?
Where do you go to school at?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, looks right at her and
God, you're hot.
What an idiot.
God, you're hot.
What an idiot. So that is Keith Irvin on the Tennessee School Board, low IQ person of the day.
This is the Stephen D.C. Show.